Imagine a city rising from the ocean, a place where the horizon meets innovation and nature intertwines with human ingenuity. Picture a tapestry of gleaming towers and vibrant green spaces, a harmonious blend of architecture and the natural world. This city isn't just a dream, it's a vision of the future. All afloat on the vast expanse of blue, this futuristic metropolis could soon be a reality. What seems like a scene from a science fiction film is becoming increasingly plausible. As sea levels rise and populations grow, the need for innovative solutions becomes more urgent. The concept of floating cities is gaining traction as a potential solution to some of the planet's most pressing challenges. These futuristic metropolises, designed to harmoniously coexist with the marine environment, offer a new way of thinking about urban living. They offer a glimpse into a future where humanity adapts to the changing world rather than fighting against it. Floating cities represent not only a marvel of engineering and design, but also a testament to human ingenuity and our capacity for innovative solutions. But how would such a city actually work? The challenges of building and sustaining a floating city are significant. Engineers and architects must consider everything from structural integrity to sustainable energy sources and waste management systems. Yet, the potential rewards are immense. Creating resilient communities that can withstand the impacts of climate change while offering a high quality of life is a goal worth striving for. Floating cities could be the key to a sustainable and adaptable future for humanity. The fundamental principle behind a floating city is, of course, buoyancy. Just as a ship floats because it displaces an amount of water equal to its weight, a floating city would need to displace a massive volume of water to support its structures and inhabitants. This requires careful engineering and the use of lightweight yet durable materials. Large, hollow platforms could form the base of the city, constructed from materials like steel, concrete, or even reinforced recycled plastic. These platforms would be designed with a shape that maximizes buoyancy, much like the hull of a ship. Think of them as giant, interconnected rafts, providing a stable foundation for the city above. Buoyancy alone isn't enough. A floating city must also be stable, able to withstand waves, currents, and even storms. The ocean is a dynamic and often unpredictable environment, and any structure that aims to float on its surface must be designed with these challenges in mind. Stability is achieved through a combination of factors, including the shape and size of the platforms, which are meticulously engineered to distribute weight evenly and reduce the impact of waves. The use of ballast systems, which are crucial for maintaining equilibrium. These systems can adjust the weight distribution dynamically, responding to changes in the environment. And the strategic placement of buildings and infrastructure. By carefully planning where each structure is located, engineers can ensure that the city remains balanced and stable. Ballast systems, similar to those used in ships, would help to counterbalance the weight distribution within the city, ensuring it remains level. These systems can be automated to respond to real-time data, making constant adjustments as needed. Additionally, the platforms could be anchored to the seabed using a system of tethers or tension leg platforms, providing further stability. These anchors are designed to withstand immense forces, keeping the city in place even during severe weather conditions. Imagine these anchors as giant underwater cables holding the city steady even in rough seas. They act like the roots of a tree, providing a strong foundation that prevents the city from drifting. These measures would work together to keep the city from tipping or swaying excessively, creating a safe and comfortable environment for residents. The goal is to make life on a floating city as stable and secure as life on land, if not more so. A city, whether on land or water, requires a reliable and sustainable source of energy. For floating cities, this presents both challenges and opportunities. Renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, and wave energy are ideal for a self-sufficient floating city. Solar panels could be integrated into rooftops and facades, while wind turbines could harness the power of offshore breezes. The ocean itself provides a vast source of untapped energy. Wave energy converters could capture the kinetic energy of waves and convert it into electricity. Furthermore, floating cities could leverage the temperature difference between surface and deep ocean water for ocean thermal energy conversion. This approach would create a diversified energy portfolio, reducing reliance on fossil fuels and minimizing the city's carbon footprint. Section 5. Sustainable living. Building green on the blue. Sustainability would be paramount in a floating city. Closed-loop systems would be essential for managing resources like water and waste. Rainwater harvesting and desalination plants could provide a fresh water supply. Wastewater would be treated and reused, minimizing the city's impact on the marine environment. Vertical farming and urban agriculture would be integrated into the city's design, providing fresh, locally grown food. These innovative farming techniques utilize vertical space efficiently, minimizing land use. By embracing sustainable practices, floating cities can become models of eco-friendly urban living. Section 6. Rising tides, rising cities, adapting to a changing climate. As sea levels continue to rise due to climate change, coastal cities around the world face an uncertain future. Floating cities offer a unique solution. Rather than battling the rising waters, they adapt to them. These cities could be built in areas currently uninhabitable, expanding the land available for human settlement. Furthermore, floating platforms could be designed to rise and fall with the tides, ensuring they remain above water even in the face of rising sea levels. This adaptability makes floating cities a potentially viable option for climate refugees and populations displaced by coastal erosion. They represent a proactive approach to climate change adaptation, offering hope for a sustainable future. Section 7. Life on the water, envisioning daily life in a floating city. Life in a floating city would be unlike anything we know today. Imagine waking up to the gentle rocking of the waves and the sound of seagulls overhead. Transportation would likely rely on a combination of electric boats, autonomous vehicles, and perhaps even aerial drones. Residents could enjoy fresh seafood from sustainable aquaculture farms, and locally grown produce from urban gardens. Recreational activities could range from swimming and water sports to exploring artificial reefs and underwater parks. Life in a floating city would be a unique blend of urban living and connection to the marine environment, fostering a deep appreciation for the ocean and its resources. Section 8. Challenges and opportunities, navigating the uncharted waters of floating urbanism. While the concept of floating cities holds immense promise, it's important to acknowledge the challenges that come with such an ambitious undertaking. The cost of construction would be substantial, requiring significant investment from governments and private companies. Technical challenges such as ensuring the stability of the platforms in extreme weather conditions would need to be addressed. Furthermore, the environmental impact of constructing and operating a floating city would need to be carefully considered to minimize any negative effects on marine ecosystems. However, the potential benefits of floating cities, in terms of climate change adaptation, sustainable urban development, and creating new spaces for human habitation, make it a concept worth exploring further. Section 9. Conclusion. Floating cities. A wave of the future? Floating cities, once a futuristic concept relegated to the realms of science fiction, are now emerging as a potential solution to some of the world's most pressing challenges. These cities are designed to float on water, providing a unique way to address issues such as overpopulation, climate change, and the scarcity of land. By utilizing advanced engineering techniques and sustainable materials, floating cities could become a viable option for future urban development. As sea levels rise and the need for sustainable urban development becomes increasingly urgent, these innovative metropolises offer a glimpse into a future where humanity adapts to a changing planet. Floating cities could provide a safe haven for millions of people living in coastal areas threatened by flooding. Moreover, they can be designed to be self-sufficient, with renewable energy sources, waste recycling systems, and vertical farming to ensure food security. While significant engineering, environmental, and financial hurdles remain, the potential benefits of floating cities, from providing resilient housing solutions to fostering a deeper connection to the ocean, cannot be ignored. Engineers and architects are continuously working on innovative designs to overcome these challenges, ensuring that floating cities are not only functional but also aesthetically pleasing and environmentally friendly. As technology advances and our understanding of marine environments grows, the dream of living in harmony with the ocean may become a reality. Researchers are exploring ways to integrate marine ecosystems into the design of floating cities, promoting biodiversity and creating new habitats for marine life. This symbiotic relationship between humans and the ocean could lead to a more sustainable and harmonious way of living. Floating cities represent not only a marvel of human ingenuity, but also a testament to our capacity for innovation and adaptation. They showcase our ability to think outside the box and develop creative solutions to some of the most pressing issues facing our planet. The success of these projects could inspire further advancements in urban design and environmental sustainability. Whether they become a common sight in the future remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the exploration of floating cities has begun, and it promises to make waves in the world of urban design and beyond. As we continue to push the boundaries of what is possible, floating cities may very well become a cornerstone of our future, offering new opportunities for growth, innovation, and a deeper connection with our planet's most abundant resource, the ocean.